Welcome to Legendary Vision. Got a very special episode today. Got Timmy Yabro with me. Very special guest. I brought him from behind the camera, finally got him on the camera. Yes, sir. Let's be your own intro. Introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm Timmy Yarbrough from Brookhaven, Mississippi. I own a photography and videography business. A couple of other investments that I'm working on. Do a little artist management, different things like that. So yeah, that's me.
Right. So tell us about how you came up and how you started.
So
just come through Brookhaven, going through different things.
Yeah, man. I guess a lot of things started out, sports. All my homeboys, we all played sports. We got into a phase where me and my homeboy, JC, Jared Corley, we started making beats.
Yeah.
When we were young. It's probably 2000, 2001, something like that, maybe 2002. Started making beats. And then I was I had an old Astro van we used to ride around in. And we was sitting in the Astro van one day, me and my other brother, Pee Wee. And we was like, man, everybody rapping. We got these beats over here.
Yeah.
We might as well start rapping. So we started rapping. Long story short, we started rapping. But we're these guys, Brookhaven, Mississippi, we ain't had no money. We're single parent households, most of us. So the way I got into the film and just every other business that I've been thinking of was the lack of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, single parent household. So we're trying to do this music thing, but we don't really have money to pay somebody for a mixtape cover.
Yeah.
We don't really have the money to pay somebody to record. We don't have the money to just pay for all these things you need to be an artist.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it started from. I liked rapping, but I was more of a behind the scenes type of guy. And so we went to Walmart, bought a $10 mic, downloaded this free program called Audacity.
Yeah.
And this is probably 8th, 9th grade by then. So we put out this first project called LR Presents.
Yeah.
It was a rap project. Went to school. We sent it off to California. It's big now.
Yeah.
We're 8th, 9th grade, and we're sending off a mixtape to California to have it mixed and printed up on the CDs. I think we paid a little bit over $100 for like 100 CDs. Got those CDs, sold them all for $5 a piece. And so from that, we bought real deal equipment, and we started recording people. So at 9th grade, I basically, we had a business, know. We were making money recording other people to support our stuff. But in the midst of that, I met a guy named, and I'm gonna bring all this together in a second.
Yeah.
In the midst of that, I met a guy named Lil Charm. Lil Charm was this guy that always wanted to get down with us. He was younger than us.
Yeah.
He wanted to rap. He was talented. He brought something to the table. Lil Charm taught me how to work Photoshop, and showed me this different thing that I didn't know anything about. Little did he know I needed that. You know what I'm saying? From there, we started making our own covers and stuff like that, making covers for other people. T-shirt designs, we made our own first T-shirt designs, the ugliest thing at the time, but you could tell us, it was popping. It was an orange shirt with a design, them LR boys on it. But in the midst of all that, the music, I always liked being in the background. I always liked seeing something start as an idea and then see where it goes to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy having this idea and putting everything in place to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And then see it actually come to fruition. And so that's kind of how I got into artist management. That's how I started the Broski Pro Films. It all started from, just not having something and needing it. And I think that's what most businesses are.
Yeah.
You finding a solution to a problem. And not only are you finding a solution to a problem, you're finding a solution to a problem in something that you enjoy, so it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I got here, man. I started Broski Pro Films. I was in college, so it was probably 2009, 2010. I shot my first video off. Now my wife's. She had a little camera. Shot a video of her brother. I shot a video of me just to make sure, proof of concept, make sure I could put it together, and I shot him a video. And it's been up from there, man.
Yeah. So just with all that being said, those spots you just went into.
Yeah.
So how did you start off 8th, 9th grade? I know everybody probably thinking something different, want to be, I want it this way, somebody else might want it that way.
Yeah.
And just having that vision, how y'all mesh it all together?
how did we mesh it all together? I mean, you know, as a child, you don't have no worries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have any worries. You just going with the flow.
Yeah.
When the music came up, we knew we wanted to do music. We doing shows, you know, local shows in town and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't know, bro. We just had an idea and we went with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we didn't have much money, so money was one of the things we were thinking about making. Like, we go do a show. We started out doing them free, but we got to the point people paying us $100, $200. You know, that was good. That was money for us. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. We just young and just going after it, man. You know what I'm saying? No worries in that.
So with that being said, I know you said y'all started off using like Audacity, and then y'all just actually went out, y'all actually selling CDs at the time rather than streaming. So how was that whole process for you?
It's totally different from now, man.
Yeah.
Now you do a project and people don't print up CDs much.
Yeah.
That was the process then. It wasn't you would upload it to MySpace or something like that, but you're not making money off that. That's just to put the music up there for other people to hear. But you know, that started another business for us. We burning CDs for people. You know, just trying to find a way to make money. You know what I'm saying? So that was the process. Just like now is you record, you go to the studio, you record your project, you copyright it, you upload it to these like DistroKid or whatever platform you want to use to distribute your music. You know, you go through that process, and now your information is on everybody's phone, and you just have to tell them where to go find it. You know what I'm saying? Those CDs were there. You know, hey, this is my music. You know, pop it in when you get in your car. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all started out just like passing them out the back of your trunks?
It wasn't a trunk thing at the time because we 8th, 9th grade,
well,
grade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like
school.
we were at the school and they actually we were selling so many CDs at school, and the teachers would notice, and they were like, man, hey, they did an announcement. I'll never forget. They did an announcement over they were like, no soliciting, you know, any products. They don't want you selling candy or nothing like that. You know, no doing that. But that's basically what we were doing, and it was word of mouth. We played football, so the I guess I would say the biggest group besides the band. And we had people in the band too. Our producer was in the band. So the biggest groups at school were kind of hip to, you know, what was going on, and it was a word of mouth thing. We sold all those CDs, and you know, like I said, it was just up from there.
Yeah. So the next question I have for you is, I know a lot of people are scared to start. They're like, I went to school for this. I don't really have no good training. What made y'all just go ahead and just take that jump?
Like I said, we didn't know any better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know. It was like we couldn't lose.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a lot of millionaires you hear say they was down. Like Grant Cardone, you mentioned him earlier. He was saying how back in 2008 he had all this money, millions and millions of dollars, and lost it all to the real estate game or whatever. And you know, he came back in it with only a certain amount of money and having to do that. Like it was like I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's basically what it was. That's basically what it was.
So I know you did play ball, man.
Yeah.
Debatably one of the top 5 players come out for Cavs.
Debatably.
You in my top 5 in that.
That means a lot, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that,
I don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? People always
it's only like 4 or 5 people that even just come up in the conversation. It's you got Jimmy Johns, you got Big Oak, and a couple more people that come in. And then everybody else kind of like debatable, man. So how's that whole process with you managing, playing football, doing other stuff, school?
So I'm gonna start off at high school because again, it's one of the things you don't really know any better. It's like you go out there on the field and you do everything you can, you know, to try to get the attention of somebody. But little did we know, I was just talking to Ray about that. Little did we know it was other steps to the process that we didn't know. You know, I grew up without a father in my household. Like my father figures were my coaches. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't know much about the going to these Nike camps and going to this camp and oh, this school is interested in you, so go ahead and go to their camp and their visit to get your stars up or to get you in front of these guys to make you I guess to be put on their map a little bit more, saying, hey, we're gonna watch this guy. He came to our camp. Instead of just during the season, you know, you depended on coaches to send off whatever they got to send off to these coaches and different things. And you making the stats. We thought it was all about the stats.
Yeah.
But it's some groundwork that goes into it. So that's one of the things that as I'm coaching the youth, I coach 10-year-old flag football right now, and we're gonna go into tackle football here pretty soon. But this is just a transition. And what I tell some of the parents is, it's up to us to get them out just as much as them. If they want to go and get a scholarship at a good college and do all that, so the parents won't have to pay for school and do all that, we have to do our part as well. So these camps and different things like that get you in front of these college programs, we got to do those things. You know what I'm saying? We got to do those. We can't just depend on the film all the time. There's gonna be some guys that come through that just stand out that people gonna catch wind of and you gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I went through that whole process. Ended up at Southeastern. Freshman year, I was like freshman year player of the year for Louisiana. Yeah. Player of the year for our actual conference. A couple other awards. I came in and I was blessed to be able to be in a position to play right away, man. The coaches there, good coaching staff. It's right here close to home. Yeah. My first game, I actually scored my first touchdown at Alcorn State. Yeah. And that was actually one of the colleges that was looking at me. So it was just, and I grew up going to Alcorn games. Yeah. So it was like all that came together at that point. I walked on that field and it was just like, man, I used to be up there sitting on one of those rows right beside the band when I was, 8 or 9 or 10. And now I'm down here on the field, and it was just all a whirlwind, man. Yeah. It was all a whirlwind. It was a good experience.
Yeah. So I know a lot of athletes like to say when they come up with a business or something, they take that same energy and work ethic to business. So do you feel like sports helped you out in that aspect?
Yeah, it did. People. Yeah. I always tell people, it's good to know what you know. Yeah. But who you know is a plus on top of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think business is a lot of that. You know what I mean? The people that you rub elbows with. So I got this product, sometimes it takes some of these people that I'm cool with to throw it on, wear it around for that, catch the attention of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what college is, man. Just being out there and you meet a lot of new people. Yeah. You meet somebody that could teach you something that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So you just add to what you know, and then those same people become customers, And like that whole process of going through college and all that, I think it prepares you a lot for those things, man. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Yeah. I'm kind of, once I get to talking about stuff, I can get kind of.
Oh, you good? You answered it good. All right. So next question is like, what's been some of your biggest challenges with it?
One of my biggest challenges is actually doing it. Yeah. Like, you get a good idea, but you got a family, you got a mortgage, you got a car note. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know it could, but I can't take this money from this and put it over here, and then this failed, and then this is lagging. Yeah. So I think my biggest thing was just stepping out on faith. Yeah. But I learned that that's what you got to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I did videos from like 2009, 2010, all the way up to 2017, 2018, and I wasn't really putting back. I was investing a little bit back into my business. And I got to a point in 2017 where it was like, okay, I'm not seeing growth here. And that was because I wasn't putting much back into my business, which is one of the biggest things I think you ought to do. Yeah. You got to put back into the business. Other companies are growing in a direction, and you got to grow with them. Yeah. It's kind of like the car rental thing I was just telling you about. Yeah. If I put a 2020 on Turo, right, and a year later I'm still trying to make this same money off of this 2020, but the 2021s done came out. Yeah. You're a guest on Turo trying to rent a car, and if my car is maybe a couple dollars cheaper than the 2021, but it's a 2021. Yeah. You're gonna jump on the 2021 if it's the same model, right? Yeah. So it's just little things like that. that in a business you got to keep growing. And so I sat down with my wife. I said, you know what? This money that I make, I'm gonna just put it up. Just put it up. And so I did that, and I saved up about $2,500, and I bought a new camera, A7 III, and I bought another lens. I bought lights, different things like that. And I mean, just that purchase right now, I was nervous as I don't know what. I was nervous. I don't really spend money on a lot of stuff, but I'll spend money on something that'll make me more money. That's how I am. But I bought that camera, and within about 6 weeks, I had made the money I spent on the camera and stuff and more. And from there, that's when my business really like took off. People were calling left and right to the point where I couldn't even book. I'm gonna have to push you out a month, 2 months. You know, start booking more weddings. I got more, that equipment gave me more confidence in what I could do and start booking more weddings. And so, yeah, man, my biggest thing is investing back into that business. And that's one thing that I was scared of doing. You know what I'm saying? Just taking money away from my family to put into that, but it ended up paying off in the right way.
So next question is, how'd you end up marketing and promoting yourself? You know, I know you started out doing like music videos. You just say you're doing some weddings, you're doing bar mitzvahs, parties. What are you doing?
So mine was more of it was a mixture of mouth, just word of mouth, but also I invested. Not only in, not money wise, but I invested in certain people. So I would come to somebody and say, hey, you know, I like your music. I like your video. This is the idea that I have for your video. Okay? I'm only gonna charge you X amount of dollars to do this video because I know what it could do for me and what it could do for you. You know what I'm saying? So it was an investment into myself, saying, hey, you gotta make sure this is right because you're not getting nearby what you can get for it. And I'm talking, I did videos for gas money. I did videos for, I mean, just, hey, I'm gonna bring my people down, feed me, give me somewhere to stay. We gonna work, you know, cause I love the creative side of things. You know what I'm saying? It was a love for being creative and all that. So it was one of those situations. So I invested in that, and it was like, that was my marketing strategy. So when I came to you, and if somebody would call based off of that video, that's when I would say, hey, this is my price right here. What's your budget? You know what I'm saying? What's your budget for what we're trying to do? And we would go from there. So it was more of like investing into myself and what I could actually do. And then it was, you know, word of mouth. A video speak for itself. When you see it, somebody's like, oh, I want my video like that. You know what I'm saying? So kind of sell itself too. So I didn't have to do advertising. Like some videos, I'll put some run some ads on Instagram or something like that. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. So what would you tell somebody just starting off? They using an iPhone or something right now, trying to see where to go, trying to learn how to edit and do some stuff with that. What would you tell them to do? What's stuff that you invest in first?
You'll be real surprised what these iPhones can do nowadays. They shoot in 4K. It's not the strongest 4K, but you can shoot a good video. My mom's husband has a daughter, Nene. She shoots a lot of movies. She's up here a lot. She shot a video on an iPhone. And I was like, bro, she's like, I use my iPhone. It's like, you can do it. So what I would say is, find you somebody that you believe in, right? An artist, whether it's music videos or whatever. Find you somebody you believe in. Shoot them a video. Post it online. It'll speak for itself. Have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Have a plan. Work your plan. Believe in, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Believe in what you can do. The information is out here, man. We have no excuse on why we can't do something. It's out here. And you don't even have to read it anymore. It's on YouTube. YouTube, bro, I got a master's, a doctorate from YouTube. YouTube University, man. That's why I learned everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I learned everything. Hey, you don't gotta go pay. I mean, people got these nice classes out here and all that. You don't have to do that.
But man, maybe some advantage that be necessary, but that same person is hosting that same seminar.
I'm telling you.
On YouTube teaching the same thing.
On YouTube teaching the same thing. They might not be going as in detail as, but they going in enough where you can get the gist and you can find the information from somebody else. I use YouTube a lot, man, a lot. You know, that's the new encyclopedia. People ain't buying sets of encyclopedias no more. And it's too much going on to add all that stuff in them. You know what I'm saying? So it's all there. Yeah.